compound interest. So what we have here is a compound interest formula. A, which is the final amount of an investment, is equal to the principal, 1 plus R, which is my interest rate, all to the power of n, which is the number of time periods. Now, the difference between compound interest and simple interest is in compound interest, you're getting interest upon your interest. So this value A is the final value of your investment, whereas in simple interest, the I in simple interest is the interest only. And that's a really important distinction. To find the interest in a compound interest formula, what you need is your final value of your investment, and you take away the principal, the amount that you put into the investment. And what the difference is your interest. Sometimes you might see the formula written in another way, which is FV equals PV 1 plus R to the N. This means future value. So what is your value of your investment going to be worth in the future? Is present value 1 plus R to the N. So let's have a look at how we can use this information and in some examples. A principal of $2,000 is invested at 8% compounded quarterly, and my percentage rate is given per annum. What is the future value of the investment after 3 years? So let's have a look at the information I've got. I have my present value, or my principal amount, which is $2,000. I've been told my interest rate is 8%. Now 8% is 8 over 100, which is 0.08 as a decimal. And this is being compounded quarterly. So if I think about the year is being divided up into 4 parts. So I'm going to divide my interest rate by 4. And this gives me 0.02. Now, my time periods, it's 3 years, but my interest is being paid 4 times a year. So my time periods, I'm going to multiply that by 4 because it will happen 12 times over the 3 years. Now I can use my formula, the A equals P 1 plus R to the N, and I can just substitute my numbers in, because everything is in the same units. My rate is in per quarter, my time periods are per quarter, and so I can just substitute those numbers in. And then I can pick up my calculator, and my calculator gives me an answer of 2536.4835, etc. And so my future value, and let me just say that, future value, and now we need to round off to 2 decimal places because every time that I deal with money, I need to have my answer to 2 decimal places. And there is the answer to the question. So let's have a look at the next one. $2,500 is invested at 4% per annum with the interest compounded monthly. So we're going to do the same thing. My principal, I'm told, is $12,500. My interest rate, it's 4.8%, which is 0.048 if I just divided it by 100. But my interest is compounded monthly. So that means I need to divide this by 12. And if I divide that by 12, I get 0.004. And my time periods, I'm going to have to change those because it's 2 years, but it's happening every month for 2 years. So then I'm going to multiply that by 12. So I get 24 time periods. Now I'm going to use my formula, A equal P 1 plus R to the M. My principal is 12,500. It's 1 plus my interest rate, which is 0.004, all to the power of 24. And if I work that one out, my calculator gives me 13,756 point a whole lot of decimal places. So it says, if I read my question again, calculate the final value. So the final value is what this is worth now, which is the 13,756.85, and the total interest earned. So to find the interest, what I do is I have what my investment is worth at the end. And I subtract from that the amount of money that I invested to start with. And in doing that subtraction, in this case, I get $1,256.85. And that's how easy compound interest is.